this is what some of us live for. We're in the economic development field. We love this kind of day. They do not come around that often. And so we're so excited to have everyone here, and we appreciate your attendance. I think you're going to be extremely excited, not just about what you're going to hear and what the governor will announce, but also the nature of the product is going to be fascinating to you. So we want to thank our special guests and welcome everyone. I'm going to do this extremely quick. The county commissioners that are here, would you guys, there's Patrick and Tony is up here. Thank you. City council people that are here, and city manager Ashley, the county guy is here. The city council is present. Don, appreciate you guys being here. The town of Old Fort, where there is a lot going on these days. We welcome you guys and thank you very much. The board that I work for, the economic development, is essentially a commission. You guys, could you raise your hand? Appreciate all of you and what you do. Kim is here with the Chamber of Commerce. She ordered the day. Missed the temperature a little bit, but it's not raining. Brian with the college. You, all your board members and your staff, you guys are front and center once this happens, and we're going to depend on you. A special person that is here, Mary Lisa Pegg.
Right here.
Okay, Mary Lisa, please say a word to her. She is with the Department of Commerce, actually EDPMC, and was the lead on this project that you're getting ready to hear about. So she's the person that I worked with in relationship to what you're getting ready to hear. Lee Bracklemath with Dominion is here. Where is Lee? Lee is way in the back, natural gas guy. We have got, is Olivia here from the Appalachian Regional Commission? I'm going to have to hurry, she's not. Ted Lord is here from Golden Leaf. Ted, thank you. Without Ted, may not have had a project, and I mean that. He was instrumental. Danielle, where are you?
I'm here.
Danielle, you'd be surprised how important Duke Energy is in these things as we're doing. So we've got Bill Slagle here, and we've been working with the governor's team. Who have I offended? Dudley Green, Representative Green. Thank you. I would have offended Senator High. See, thank you. I would have offended two important people. Anybody else? All right, so moving along, in order, you're going to hear a lot about preparation. You're going to hear a lot about what counties and cities have to do in order to bring this kind of project home. This is years in the making. Real brief, the red flagging that you've got behind you is the end of the boundary for the site that you're going to hear about. That hill up there will be chopped down in about half and will come this way, and your building is going to sit right behind you. So the company is going to look at this pond and this site and have this available. So my real hat is off to the county commissioners and to Ashley and everybody for being ready and having this product. I've got a few other things, but I'm going to let them go. Let me introduce Tony Brown, the chairman of the county commissioners. Tony was here and voted in the affirmative on this property, and so we're excited about that. Tony is going to introduce the governor, and so I hope you enjoy the day. I hope this is fun for you. Thank you.
Chuck said I had about 3 minutes, and so I think I can do this in 2 minutes and 59 seconds. So it's a pleasure to be here today. This is a wonderful day for McDowell County. It's a wonderful day for the Board of Commissioners, and I appreciate Patrick Ellis being here. Commission Vice Chair Walker was busy, and so was Commissioner Allison, and Mr. Bond was sick, so but I speak on their behalf as well. Collaboration. It's a huge contributor to the success of McDowell County. All of our efforts involve working with partnerships alongside with state, grant agencies, city, and town, McDowell Technical Community College, and our school system. We have a common goal, and we're more effective by working together to achieve that goal. And it's probably the one thing that I'm most proud of as commissioner here in McDowell County is the collaboration we have with all the other groups that are involved here in the county, all the other branches of government and municipalities. And so we do have a great working relationship, and I'm very proud of that. Second item is the need for us to be prepared, not just for the needs as they come up, but here in McDowell County, we try to anticipate those what-ifs, and we try to be proactive, be ready to jump on those things when they become available. Chuck, we appreciate him. He's like a little deer chasing apples. When he sees one hanging, he goes for it. And so Chuck has worked very hard for us here in the county, and we appreciate him. There's three important organizations that have helped us to prepare for this day, and to make mention of those: the Golden Leaf Foundation, the Appalachian Regional Commission, and the North Carolina Department of Commerce. Now, the Golden Leaf has provided over $900,000 in funding to grade the project site. The Appalachian Regional Commission provided over $600,000 to construct the access road to the site. And finally, the North Carolina Commerce provided over $350,000 to assist with the extension of the water and sewer to the site. So we thank them for their support in this project and economic development in North Carolina. We appreciate all that they have done. We hope that this is just the first of many more success stories here in the county. This piece of property, I think, will prove to be very beneficial for this county, and there will be other exciting things happen, and I hope that we can all be back together very soon to see something else, something new coming this way again. So on behalf of McDowell County Board of Commissioners, all the municipalities, and everyone that makes up a part of this county government and municipal government, we thank you for being here today. And Governor Cooper, we thank you for taking the time to be here, for your interest in economic development, and for your assistance in this great project. And we appreciate it, and appreciate the dedication that you have to the state of North Carolina.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Those speakers in the shade must be mindful of the listeners in the sun, so I do understand that today. Chairman Brown, thank you and your commissioners. Mayor Little, thank you and the town council members. Director Abernathy and your team. Senator Ralph Heiss, Representative Dudley Green. We also have Drew Christie, who's head of the governor's Western office, right back there. If you have any kind of problems, Drew will solve them for you. This afternoon, I am so excited to welcome yet another company to North Carolina that is leading the way toward a clean energy economy. First, following my Executive Order 80, we passed bipartisan legislation to require clean power in our state. And now through Executive Order 246, we're tackling clean transportation, and we are attracting companies making parts and electric vehicles, cleaner jets, and now today, electric boats. Today, I am proud to announce that Forza X1, a manufacturer that's building a new generation of electric-powered recreation boats, will invest $10.5 million and create 170 good-paying jobs right here in the town of Marion in McDowell County, North Carolina. Forza X1 joins VinFast, Toyota, and Boom Supersonic as the clean energy economy takes hold, putting real money into pockets of everyday people and tackling climate change to save this beautiful planet that God has given us. We're riding in the car, we're catching the plane, and we are not going to miss the boat. Rural North Carolina is where manufacturing is happening right now. And we are laser focused on economic development in our rural areas. Since 2017, we've announced projects in McDowell, Burke, Rutherford, Mitchell, Yancey, Polk, Henderson, and many, many more. And since January 20th, even in the middle of the pandemic, our team at Commerce, led by Secretary Michelle Sanders, and our North Carolina Economic Development Partnership, led by Chris Chung and his team, part of those teams are here today. We've worked with local economic development teams since January of 2020 on 380 economic development projects, with 83% of them in rural counties. And when we think about that, Forza X1, the salaries are going to be more than $51,000 a year, and the economic impact of this project will be almost $500 million for our state over the next 12 years. Now, as CNBC said a few weeks ago, and confirmed by another number of other national ratings, North Carolina is the #1 state in the country to do business. And yes, our office, our state legislators, our local and state economic developers, our universities, and our community colleges have all worked together to make that happen. But really, the #1 reason that that happened is our people. And I believe that our special guest that I'm about to introduce you to will confirm this. In North Carolina, you will be with the nicest, smartest, hard-working people you will ever meet in your life. A lot of thanks to go around that's been said, but our legislature, our Commerce Department, our Economic Development Partnership of North Carolina, the local teams here, McDowell Tech, the Golden Leaf Foundation, the Appalachian Regional Commission, Dominion Energy, Duke Energy, elected officials in Marion and McDowell County, and the team at the McDowell Economic Development Association, and many more other businesses, people who came out to greet them and make them feel so accepted. Thanks all around for this exciting project. And now I want to bring to the podium to make a special presentation President Jim LeFew of Forza X1. Jim? One of the things we're proud of in North Carolina are our local artists and artisans and sculptors. This is a world-famous piece of pottery from Seagrove, North Carolina, made by Ben Owen, and it's given to you and your company with affection from the people of North Carolina. Our state motto in Latin is Esse quam videre, which means to be rather than to seem. And you will see, Jim, that in North Carolina, we are who we say we are. Welcome to North Carolina.
Thank you so much. Well, what a fabulous day to be here. Thank you guys so much. Governor Cooper, thank you so much for introducing us and welcoming Forza X1 to your wonderful state. I can tell you it's been an absolute pleasure working with your staff also working with the local community here in McDowell County. And congratulations on CNBC choosing you as the best place to do business. It's certainly understandable. What an achievement. Congratulations. Thank you also for this wonderful gift. We will certainly save this for our new factory. It's crazy because this matches the first color of the boat that we're going to do. We also have a gift for you. It's sitting right next to you there, a little fly rod, so we hope you get to use that, little R&R away from the office.
Thank the Lord it's not water ski.
Don't ask me how to use it, though. I can't help you there. And to everyone here, we want to thank you guys for coming out, giving up some of your busy day to welcome us to the community. Again, my name is Jim LaFew. I am the president and CEO of Forza X1. With us today, we have Joseph Visconti. He is the chairman of the board, and he is also the head of product development for Forza. He actually began this project 2 years ago. In his spare time, he is the CEO of Twin V Power Cats, our parent company, who's been in business for 25 years and operates in Fort Pierce, Florida. So Joseph started this 2 years ago. We've been working on this for 24 months. We also have Dan Norton, chief engineer. He is actually the brains behind the new Forza engine, and he is one of those really smart, really strong engineers that is from the state of North Carolina. He lives in Apex. We also have John Planey, our sales manager here from the company, and we have a couple of special vendor/suppliers here. It was tricky getting them here because I couldn't exactly tell them what they were showing up for, but they came out anyway. I want to introduce Bruce Silk with American Battery Solutions. Also Rick Mickle with Composites One. That's the largest composites distributor in the U.S. I want them to know exactly where this address is because we're going to be seeing a lot of them out here. Also, I want to give you a quick story about how we got here and just paint the picture of how these things happen. It really is kind of a neat story. I'll make this quick. So in November of last year, we purchased or made an offer on a piece of property in St. Lucie County, Florida. It's in an area called Boat Builders Row, which is the largest marine manufacturing area in the country. There's about 1,500 people that work in traditional marine manufacturing. And we were getting what we consider to be a little bit of needless friction in trying to develop this piece of property, from permitting to zoning to road capacity to competition from other boat builders. So while we were struggling to gain a little bit of traction there, and Florida is a great state to do business, Joseph, who happens to have a house up here in Hendersonville, he called me and said, wouldn't it be great to have a clean, brand new factory here in western North Carolina with the mountains in the background and a little lake that we can test our boats in. And I said, yeah, that sounds great, Joseph, but I'm pretty sure nothing like that exists. So I began my conversation with the state of North Carolina around Christmas time. Started with Amy Allison in the Outdoor Recreation Department. She connected me with Mary Lisa Pegg out of the Business Development Office in Raleigh. And between them and Mark Poole, they really just made it very easy, very seamless to pursue relocation to North Carolina. So Governor Cooper, I appreciate the fact that the tone for a great business climate is set at the top, but I have to compliment you on your people. They were nothing short of fantastic. They were professional, proactive, and very passionate. I can tell you I got returned emails and phone calls over the holiday time period, in the evening, over the weekends. People just don't do that. So congratulations, you have a great staff. Soon after I started working with the state, I spoke with a local commercial real estate agent, and we started looking in the Asheville area. Stacy Wheeler, I don't know if Stacy is here or not. Okay, welcome Stacy, there you are. So she unselfishly pointed me in the direction of McDowell County and said, have you heard about the Universal Park? and I had not at the time. So another example of sort of putting community ahead of self. And I said, wow, that's interesting. I know a guy that used to work there maybe 15, 20 years ago, a guy named Chuck Abernathy. And for whatever reason, I assumed he had sailed off into the sunset or retired or something. And she goes, no, Chuck is still there. So I immediately called Chuck. I was in Charleston the next day. I got in the car and drove up here and looked at this site, and I literally couldn't believe it. I think I sent Joseph some pictures, and he thought I was making it up. So it was incredible that it matched that vision that we spoke about 3 weeks earlier. So it was pretty incredible. The other thing too was it was ready to go. I mean, this wonderful development just needed someone to make the first move. So we started working immediately with Chuck. And you know, one of the big selling points for me was literally working with Chuck. I don't know how many of you know Chuck. Let me tell you, he's one of the most positive and tenacious in a good way people I know. He works tirelessly for the community. He's a connector. He's a guy that makes things happen. And most people start off by saying no or hedging their bets. He starts off with, what can we do to make this happen? And he does. It's amazing. So Chuck rallied the local leadership group from Mayor Little, all of the commissioners, Manager Wooten, Commissioners Brown, Walker, Vaughn, Ellis, Allison. They all gave up their time. I came up here one rainy, wet March morning. They sat with me. They saw our vision. They asked me questions. It was nothing short of fantastic. Dr. Merritt, also the president of McDowell Tech, was there. He supported us and said he would provide his resources to the best of his ability. After that, I met with the local building officials, fire department, local utilities providers. Everyone was super helpful. So to a person, the commitment was here to help make this successful. So we are very excited about our relationship with the state and McDowell County. And I just want to tell you a little bit about the business and what we intend to bring to McDowell County. So we are really, really excited to announce that we are going to build the first of its kind marine manufacturing and product development center that is specifically dedicated to building electric boats. All right? No one is doing this elsewhere. Many companies are experimenting with new electric engines. Lots of companies build boats. Others work with electronic control systems. We will be doing all of those things, full vertical integration, right here in McDowell County. So the manufacturing facility will have a high-tech machine shop, upholstery shop, wire harness fabrication, and engine assembly section. So we will build the engines here. We are designing the plant to be expandable up to 125,000 square feet and do 1,000 units a year. And we feel like we're just getting started with that. Multiple technologies will be employed. We'll have 3D printers, robotic gel coaters, and cutting things. We will also do the latest in lightweight closed molding fiberglass fabrication. We are looking at this venture for a long period of time. So, as you guys know, many people are out there sort of speaking in whisper tones about storm clouds on the horizon economically and recessions imminent. We're not worried about the next 20 weeks or the next 20 months. We are building this facility for the next 20 years. So we know that the long-term winds of change favor this technology. As the governor said, we are committed to creating affordable, clean, pollution-free electric boats for mass consumption. So with that, we want to thank you again for inviting us into your community, and we can't wait to get started. So with that, Mayor Little.
Thank you, Mr. LeFew. Governor Cooper, Senator Heiss, Representative Green, and everybody here. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer me I'm going to tell you the answer before I give you the chance. How do you feel today? The answer is excited. Excited! Say it again. Excited! We're excited because of Jim LeFew and his company and Forza X1 coming to McDowell County. This is marvelous. This is a wave of the future. And of course, it's right here in McDowell County. Now, Governor and Jim, you've heard this said already by Chairman Brown and a few others. Collaboration, cooperation, that's what we do in McDowell County. The city of Marion, the town of Old Fort, the county commissioners, we have enough sense to know what's good for one is good for all. We all depend upon each other. We approach things with honesty, with truth, with kindness, with passion, and we get things done for the people of McDowell County. So, thank you. As mayor of Marion, it is my honor to be here, and I now thank you enough. You've heard that enough. So here is Chuck Abernathy, the legend, one more time.
My job is to welcome, or not to welcome, but to send you off. I asked a rhetorical question a while ago. Who have I offended? And I've had a chance to sit here and think about it. Victoria, would you raise your hand? Okay, so I'm married. Ashley, I always forget. Ashley did the lion's share of the work. I didn't forget this time. And the maintenance people, the emergency staff people, thank you guys for the work that you did setting this up and being here. And last, Governor Cooper, thank you so much for being here. It's a great day. Thank you. Be careful going home. Thank you.
Thank you.